I'm Mark Lauterbach, founder and principal of Mark Lauterbach and Associates, a boutique consulting firm that specializes in business, supply chain, and operational improvement. Today, I have Kevin Garten with me, and Kevin is known for his ability to identify business value and lead organizations to say yes. He leverages a unique, broad view of business through versatile skill sets. With experience as a consultant representing clients and as a service provider and financial expert. He believes in asking the right questions and aligning strategy to analysis and enabling leadership to make informed decisions. He's recognized for his thoughtful approach in winning deals. He has held titles of new business director, director of bid management, and unit controller, amongst others. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you for having me, Mark.
You're very welcome. And we talked about a lot off camera. You have so much depth and background, but I'm going to ask my first question here. What do you attribute your long-term success to? What makes you successful?
Again, asking the right question, I think, is why I'm successful. But let me go back to why I like numbers. It
Please.
actually happened at the same time. Somebody said, I was looking to enroll in classes at university. I was a freshman, and I sat there and I said, I'm not sure what I want to do. I was one of those kids that always liked school, but wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So he said, well, what do you enjoy doing? And I said, I like numbers. He said, finance and accounting. So right then and there, it helped me identify my passion for numbers. And also it emphasized very early on the fact of asking the right questions, because you may ask an intelligent question, you may ask a good question, but if it's the wrong question, it'll lead you down the wrong path. So to me, I think it's being able to step back, look at things, and think about what questions you should be asking so that you can answer the right questions, solve the right problems, and move the business forward. Okay. And another point, and besides asking the right question, is you have to have the trust of those around you. And to have trust, you have to have integrity. Those go hand in hand together. You have to have them together, because if you aren't what you say you are, if you don't deliver what you said you'll deliver, then how can you have the trust of the people that you're working with to ask the right questions, to be frank and candid and give the right answers, because you're all there to solve the problem that is at hand. To move and make the business better is something that you want to do every day. You don't want to just go from inbox to outbox and say you're done. You're wanting to say at the end of the day, did I make something better? So integrity and trust go together in that aspect. And I believe them to be essential partners to being a successful business partner.
I love that answer. And as we discussed off camera, I've had in my corporate experience, even ascending to a C-suite executive, I found very few people like you that really understood the back office and really worked to help the departments understand their businesses and how to move the needle on reducing costs and increasing revenue. And also, only once in my career, when I was director of aftermarket at Mercury Marine, did I work with a director of cost and pricing that really enabled the organization to understand their costs and understand the marketplace and how to design products and services that would meet customer expectations and exceed them, but also create an incredible level of revenue and profitability for the company. So I think you are a unique animal, and sometimes people refer to that as a purple squirrel. But the reality is you are very rare in my business experience over 30 years. And one of the things we talked about was leadership. Could you talk about your leadership style and what makes you an effective leader?
Well, leadership comes first and foremost, in my opinion, from caring about the person as an individual. You have to value them as a person, as they are, because they have strengths and weaknesses. They have areas that need improvement. They have life outside of work. And so if you look at them as just a cog in the wheel of your factory, and you're supposed to just turn them and burn them and then kick them out and replace them, you're doing the organization a disservice and that person a disservice. Because organizations, you need to have the right person on the bus at the right time, but also it's part of you need to have that long-term memory that stays with the company that helps you. You need new blood, you need existing blood to give you the blend of asking the right questions again, like, well, hey, we've always done it that way. Then the new person says, why? So you have to build them and treat them as I said build them. You don't build people, but I'm saying that you treat them as individuals and you value them, and then you can coach them. Then they don't know, they don't care what you know until they know that you care. And so then you have an ability to have a dialogue, to be a leader, to help develop them and mentor them and help them grow in their professional career, and also be a valuable contributor to the company, and again, move the ball forward.
And a lot of people don't understand that. And the best thing that can happen, I mean, not in the short term, right? But when you have good people and you mentor them and they want to take on additional responsibility, sometimes that's in your organization. Other times it's in different parts of the company, or maybe they leave to go somewhere else. But that relationship you have and the ability to work with them, they know you're a caring leader and you want them to succeed and you want them to improve. And that's so valuable.
No, I think it's important. It all starts with people, because people are the engine, people are the creativity of the organization, people are the brains, the ideas, the passion. And all that means nothing if you don't harness the people and bring them to their full potential as a leader. And we've been talking about being a leader and treating them as a person, but you need to be able to, as a leader, be willing to roll up your sleeves and do the work yourself. You shouldn't be asking your team to do something that you wouldn't do. If the team is overwhelmed, you need to roll up your sleeves and get in there and do the dirty work as well. So it's not just sitting on the bench going rah, 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 saying, here's the play to call. But if something is faltering or if there needs to be help, you need to be a person to lead by example also.
I love it. And you and I have so much in common with the way we think about business and we think about leadership. And everyone, as you're watching, you're seeing Kevin's contact information, his email address. Kevin's on LinkedIn. Obviously, I am too. And here's my email address. But please reach out to Kevin. He's a very successful senior leader in pricing, costing, finance, and accounting. So please reach out to Kevin. And Kevin, I'm so happy you were able to make it today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and look forward to talking to you in the future.